Hi gorgeous girls, how are you today? I'm Adele from Get Gorgeous, and I want to talk to you today about why women get stuck. Why we get stuck in that same thought pattern, that same cycle. And I'll tell you why, and it's all down to a gorgeous girl called Susan who I spoke to this week. Does your future worry you? Are you concerned about your health? And is that chipping away at your confidence? You know, you've got this nagging doubt at the back of your mind thinking, ooh, that needs to be dealt with, but you're doing nothing about it. Why is that? Well, there's 5 reasons why women stay stuck in that thought process, and I want to talk about that today. So Susan got on the phone to me this week and she was chatting away and she was just so upset. She said, I want to be the real me. I thought that's really interesting. And she explained, she said, well, there's all these, and her words, not mine, there's all this crap on the supermarket shelves and I always choose the wrong stuff. There's never anyone to talk to, she explained, and she wants to feel normal. Well, that's fascinating. Other people that I've spoken to, like Fiona, have explained that they're fit, they're really super fit, they're doing lots of exercise, but they're still tired. So something's not right in the mix. Does that resonate with you? So you're going to your classes, but you're still tired, and maybe you're not eating the right things for your level of activity. Perhaps it's as simple as feeling alone and not knowing where to turn. Let's look at this another way. Perhaps that doesn't appeal or resonate with you and you're plodding along quite happily. Okay, 5 or 6 pounds here and there that you've put on, nothing to worry about too much. And then suddenly, wham, something comes up from behind and gets you. It could be an aging parent, a really naughty teenager, been there, divorce, redundancy, or even the big M, menopause. All of these things can have a really huge effect on your life and you're not expecting it. So if you're working along, you're plodding along quite happily and suddenly something comes from behind and really knocks you for 10, have you got the health resources to cope with that sort of incident or accident or anything that may befall you and your lovely family? I mean, have you got to the stage in your 40s, 30s or 50s that you don't recognise yourself anymore? You're not the same person with the same expectations in life as you were 20 years ago. So what women generally do, how we cope with life is we control it. It's our defence mechanism. We have a to-do list. And that to-do list is set in stone. And everybody's got to be in the right place, at the right time, on the right day, with the right kit. And if that all works well, fabulous, we can cope. But the control mechanism only works if you're the one that's managing everything. And that is not sustainable. We have to be able to adapt. You have to be able to have good health, good nutrition, so that if something does come along, you can cope with it. Your response is not a stress response. You're calm. So whatever it is, maybe it's an aging parent, maybe it's a teenager, maybe it's just the menopause, the big M coming at you. But you are in a good position to cope with all that. But most of us get stuck, don't we? Most of us just stay in the same holding pattern the whole time. We just cope with our daily life. We have our to-do list and we don't look any further. It's too difficult. So our health incrementally, slowly, bit by bit, gets worse and worse and worse. And we come full circle. Does your future worry you? Are there health concerns that are chipping away in the background? Are you losing motivation? It will be okay. I'll think about that in the future. Or are you just smiling on the outside, happy, I can do this, and really crying on the inside? This can't last forever. I have to do something. Maybe you've got an issue with choosing the right food, or maybe you're not choosing the right food for your level of activity. Well, the reasons we never move on, the reasons we get stuck are really interesting. And this is what I've learned over the years talking to gorgeous girls. Number one, I would say, in my experience, the reason we get stuck and we don't move on and we don't break through is because of lack of confidence. It's not knowing which path to go, and it's this feeling of insecurity within ourselves that we're making the wrong decision. But you have to make a decision. You have to put your trust somewhere. You can't keep yourself in that holding pattern. So break out of it. The second, and this will probably resonate with a lot of people, is this fear of failure. Oh, why bother even trying? I've been on so many diets, they never work. It just destroys my self-confidence, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to fail. I'm going to end up at square one. Okay, I understand that, but you won't fail if your habits are slowly and gently embedded. There is nothing to fail. You can't go back to square one because square one has been left behind. Promise. Conflicting information is the third reason that people stay stuck. So Aunt Jessie will tell them one thing, Uncle Fred will say another, the internet will be very scary and say another thing, and the doctor, the GP says, well, in my opinion, there's so many different people to digest, to understand and to think about. One clear vision, one understandable, common sense, clear vision to your health. That sounds good. The fourth reason that people talk to me about their biggest fear about moving on is because they're scared of being alone. Doing it on their own is so hard. Who do you have to talk to? Who's going to understand your pain every day? Your mates are brilliant, no doubt. But they're probably going through the same thing you are. And you need someone that moves you on, pushes you on a little bit further, holds your hand and guides you through the tricky bits. Busy, 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 busy. Too busy, can't do it, too busy. That's the reason we get stuck, number 5. Too busy being busy, addicted to busyness. Does that sound like you? It certainly sounds like me. I can't take on any more. I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing. My to-do list is full. I'm busy. Whoa. Step back. Okay? Take time. Draw a line in the sand. Have a feeling about where you want to go. See your vision for the future and let me guide you there. It's the best thing in the world. I love it. So I'm inviting you to get through the mud, to become unstuck. Find your personal direction. That sounds good. I want to explore and investigate why you feel stuck and help you to overcome those. So if you uncover what's going on, you can then explore and release what's going on. So I'm inviting you to a personal one-to-one session with me. You can book online at a time that suits you and we can have a face-to-face chat like this. It's great fun. It's really interesting to find out what your personal background is and what's going on in your life. And I guarantee you'll come away with a plan. You'll definitely come away with a plan. Well done. Thanks for listening and I will talk to you soon. Bye.